Question 1. Who was the British monarch during the signing of the Treaty of Union in 1707? A. Queen Anne. B. King James I. C. King George I. D. Queen Victoria. Answer A. Queen Anne. Queen Anne was the monarch during the signing of the Treaty of Union in 1707, which united the kingdoms of England and Scotland into Great Britain. Question 2. Name the battle in 1746 that was the last pitched battle fought on British soil. A. The Battle of Agincourt. B. The Battle of Bannockburn. C. The Battle of Culloden. D. The Battle of Hastings. Answer C. The Battle of Culloden. The Battle of Culloden in 1746 was the last pitched battle fought on British soil, marking the end of the Jacobite Rising. Question 3. What was the primary reason for the English Civil War in the 17th century? A. Religious differences. B. Economic disputes. C. A dispute over the monarchy's power. D. Territorial expansion. Answer C. A dispute over the monarchy's power. The primary reason for the English Civil War was a dispute over the power and authority of the monarchy versus the rights of Parliament. Question 4. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK when it entered the European Economic Community in 1973? A. Harold Wilson. B. Edward Heath. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. James Callaghan. Answer B. Edward Heath. Edward Heath was the Prime Minister when the UK entered the European Economic Community in 1973. Question 5. What is the significance of the Glorious Revolution of 1688 in British history? A. It restored the monarchy. B. It established parliamentary supremacy over the monarchy. C. It marked the beginning of the British Empire. D. It ended the Wars of the Roses. Answer B. It established parliamentary supremacy over the monarchy. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 is significant for establishing parliamentary supremacy in England and ensuring a constitutional monarchy. Question 6. Name the king who granted the Charter of Liberties, also known as the Coronation Charter, in 1100. A. King Henry I. B. King Edward I. C. King John. D. King Richard I. Answer A. King Henry I. King Henry I granted the Charter of Liberties, or Coronation Charter, in 1100, laying down laws protecting church rights and limiting the Crown's power over its subjects. Question 7. What was the main outcome of the Battle of Britain in 1940? A. German invasion of Britain. B. British victory, preventing German invasion. C. Establishment of the United Nations. D. The start of World War II. Answer B. British victory, preventing German invasion. The main outcome of the Battle of Britain was a British victory that prevented the German invasion. Question 8. Who led the Scottish forces to victory at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314? A. Robert the Bruce. B. William Wallace. C. Edward I. D. James VI. Answer A. Robert the Bruce. Robert the Bruce led the Scottish forces to victory at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. Question 9. In which year was the Act of Settlement passed, and what was its main purpose? A. 1603, to unite England and Scotland. B. 1701, to ensure a Protestant succession to the throne. C. 1688, to end the Glorious Revolution. D. 1534, To recognize the king's supremacy over the Church of England? Answer: B. 1701. To ensure a Protestant succession to the throne. The Act of Settlement was passed in 1701 to ensure a Protestant succession to the British throne. Question 10. Which British explorer was the first to circumnavigate the globe in 1577 to 1580? A. Sir Walter Raleigh. B. Sir Francis Drake. C. James Cook. D. John Cabot. Answer: B. Sir Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake was the first British explorer to circumnavigate the globe from 1577 to 1580. Question 11. What are the 5 giants identified by the Beveridge Report that led to the establishment of the welfare state after World War II? A. War, famine, pestilence, death, poverty. B. Want, disease, ignorance, squalor, idleness. C. Inequality, illness, unemployment, ignorance, poverty. D. Hunger, thirst, disease, war, death. Answer: B. Want, disease, ignorance, squalor, idleness. The Beveridge Report identified these 5 giants as social evils to be addressed by the establishment of the welfare state. Question 12. Name the architect who designed the new St. Paul's Cathedral after the Great Fire of London in 1666. A. Inigo Jones. B. Sir Christopher Wren. C. John Vanbrugh. D. Nicholas Hawksmoor. Answer: B. Sir Christopher Wren. Sir Christopher Wren designed the new St. Paul's Cathedral after the Great Fire of London. Question 13. What was the primary purpose of the Tolpuddle Martyrs forming a trade union in 1834? A. To demand higher wages. B. To protest the Corn Laws. C. To secure better working conditions. D. To campaign for the right to vote. Answer: A. To demand higher wages. The Tolpuddle Martyrs formed a trade union in 1834 primarily to demand higher wages. Question 14. Which act, passed in 1534, declared King Henry VIII the supreme head of the Church of England? A. The Act of Supremacy. B. The Act of Union. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: A. The Act of Supremacy. The Act of Supremacy in 1534 declared King Henry VIII the supreme head of the Church of England. Question 15. During which reign did the English Reformation take place, and what was its major religious outcome? A. Elizabeth I, the establishment of the Anglican Church. B. Henry VIII, the separation of the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. C. James I, the translation of the King James Bible. D. Charles I, the Puritan movement. Answer: B. Henry VIII, the separation of the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. The English Reformation occurred during Henry VIII's reign, leading to the creation of the Church of England separate from Roman Catholicism. Question 16. Who was the first woman to be elected to the House of Commons? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Nancy Astor. C. Constance Markievicz. D. Barbara Castle. Answer: B. Nancy Astor. Nancy Astor was the first woman to take her seat in the House of Commons in 1919. Question 17. What was the significant effect of the Great Reform Act of 1832? A. It abolished the slave trade. B. It granted universal suffrage. C. It reformed the House of Lords. D. It increased the electorate and reformed parliamentary representation. Answer D. It increased the electorate and reformed parliamentary representation. The Great Reform Act of 1832 widened the electoral franchise and addressed the issue of unrepresentative parliamentary constituencies. Question 18. Name the treaty that ended the American War of Independence and recognized American independence. A. The Treaty of Paris, 1783. B. The Treaty of Versailles. C. The Treaty of Ghent. D. The Treaty of Utrecht. Answer A. The Treaty of Paris, 1783. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 ended the American War of Independence and recognized the independence of the United States. Question 19. What innovation is Sir Tim Berners-Lee credited with inventing? A. The Internet. B. The World Wide Web. C. Email. D. The microprocessor. Answer B. The World Wide Web. Sir Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989. Question 20. In what year did the Great Fire of London occur, and how many days did it last? A. 1666, 3 days. B. 1666, 4 days. C. 1603, 5 days. D. 1656, 1 week. Answer B. 1666, 4 days. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666 and lasted for 4 days. Question 21. What innovation is Sir Tim Berners-Lee credited with inventing? A. The microprocessor. B. The World Wide Web. C. The electric light bulb. D. The telephone. Answer B. The World Wide Web. Sir Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the World Wide Web, revolutionizing how information is shared and accessed globally. Question 22. In what year did the Great Fire of London occur, and how many days did it last? A. 1666, 4 days. B. 1665, 3 days. C. 1644, 5 days. D. 1603, 1 week. Answer A. 1666, 4 days. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666 and lasted for 4 days, causing widespread destruction. Question 23. Who was the Prime Minister of Britain during the Suez Crisis in 1956? A. Winston Churchill. B. Anthony Eden. C. Harold Macmillan. D. Clement Attlee. Answer B. Anthony Eden. Anthony Eden was the Prime Minister during the Suez Crisis in 1956, which was a pivotal moment in post-war British foreign policy. Question 24. What landmark legal document was signed by King John at Runnymede in 1215? A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Charter of the Forest. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer B. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed by King John in 1215 at Runnymede, is a foundational document of English liberties and law. Question 25. Which British monarch was executed in 1649, marking a pivotal moment in the English Civil War? A. Charles I. B. James I. C. Henry VIII. D. Edward VI. Answer A. Charles I. King Charles I was executed in 1649, a key event in the English Civil War that led to a brief period of Republican rule under Oliver Cromwell. Question 26. Name the operation mounted to evacuate British and Allied troops from the beaches of Dunkirk in 1940. A. Operation Overlord. B. Operation Dynamo. C. Operation Sea Lion. D. Operation Torch. Answer B. Operation Dynamo. Operation Dynamo was the code name for the evacuation of British and Allied troops from Dunkirk in 1940. Question 27. What was the main consequence of the Highland clearances in the 18th and 19th centuries? A. The industrialization of Scotland. B. The formation of the United Kingdom. C. Mass migration of Scottish people, particularly to North America. D. The Jacobite risings. Answer C. Mass migration of Scottish people, particularly to North America. The Highland clearances led to significant depopulation of the Scottish Highlands, with many people emigrating in search of better lives. Question 28. Which Act of Parliament, passed in 1701, was designed to secure the Protestant succession to the throne? A. The Act of Union. B. The Act of Settlement. C. The Bill of Rights. D. The Magna Carta. Answer B. The Act of Settlement. Passed in 1701, the Act of Settlement was designed to secure a Protestant succession to the British throne. Question 29. What is the name of the philosopher credited with founding classical liberalism, often mentioned in the context of the Enlightenment in Britain? A. John Locke. B. Thomas Hobbes. C. Adam Smith. D. David Hume. Answer A. John Locke. John Locke is credited with founding classical liberalism, playing a pivotal role in the development of Enlightenment thought in Britain. Question 30. In which year did women over the age of 30 gain the right to vote in the UK? A. 1918. B. 1928. C. 1945. D. 1969. Answer A. 1918. Women over the age of 30 gained the right to vote in the UK in 1918, following the Representation of the People Act. Question 31. Who was known for his role in abolishing the slave trade in the British Empire? A. William Wilberforce. B. Thomas Clarkson. C. Holorda Equiano. D. Granville Sharp. Answer A. William Wilberforce. William Wilberforce is known for his leading role in the movement to abolish the slave trade in the British Empire. Question 32. In what year did the Battle of Agincourt occur, and who was the reigning English monarch at the time? A. 1415, Henry V. B. 1346, Edward III. C. 1455, Henry VI. D. 1485, Henry VII. Answer A. 1415, Henry V. The Battle of Agincourt occurred in 1415, with Henry V as the reigning English monarch. Question 33. What were the Corn Laws, and when were they repealed? A. Tariffs on imported grain, repealed in 1846. B. Laws governing the export of corn, repealed in 1824. C. Regulations on the price of bread, repealed in 1766. D. Laws against corn theft, repealed in 1701. Answer A. Tariffs on imported grain, repealed in 1846. The Corn Laws were tariffs and restrictions on imported grain to protect domestic producers, repealed in 1846. Question 34. Name the British nurse who famously assisted wounded soldiers during the Crimean War. A. Florence Nightingale. B. Mary Seacole. C. Edith Cavell. D. Clara Barton. Answer A. Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale is famously known for her work in nursing wounded soldiers during the Crimean War and pioneering modern nursing. Question 35. What significant architectural project did Sir Christopher Wren undertake after the Great Fire of London? A. The design of Buckingham Palace. B. The rebuilding of 52 churches, including St. Paul's Cathedral. C. The construction of the Tower of London. D. The establishment of the British Museum. Answer: B. The rebuilding of 52 churches, including St. Paul's Cathedral. Sir Christopher Wren undertook the significant project of rebuilding 52 churches, most notably St. Paul's Cathedral, after the Great Fire of London. Question 36. Which law, passed in 1967, decriminalised homosexual acts in private between two men over the age of 21 in England and Wales? A. The Sexual Offences Act. B. The Human Rights Act. C. The Equality Act. D. The Civil Partnership Act. Answer: A. The Sexual Offences Act. The Sexual Offences Act of 1967 decriminalised homosexual acts in private between two men over the age of 21 in England and Wales. Question 37. What was the primary function of the Council of the North established in the 15th century? A. To oversee the colonisation of the New World. B. To administer the northern counties of England. C. To govern Scotland on behalf of the English monarch. D. To lead military campaigns against the Vikings. Answer: B. To administer the northern counties of England. The Council of the North was established to administer the northern counties of England, providing governance and justice in the region. Question 38. Who was the first Briton to win a Nobel Prize in Literature, and in which year? A. Rudyard Kipling, 1907. B. George Bernard Shaw, 1925. C. Winston Churchill, 1953. D. William Golding, 1983. Answer: A. Rudyard Kipling, 1907. Rudyard Kipling was the first Briton to win a Nobel Prize in Literature, awarded in 1907 for his writing, including works such as The Jungle Book. Question 39. What was the purpose of the Statute of Puddleham in 1284? A. To annex Wales into the Kingdom of England. B. To establish the principle of habeas corpus. C. To regulate the wool trade. D. To reform the English legal system. Answer: A. To annex Wales into the Kingdom of England. The Statute of Puddleham in 1284 was issued to annex Wales into the Kingdom of England, establishing English rule over Wales. Question 40. Name the series of agreements that established the peace process in Northern Ireland, signed in 1998. A. The Belfast Agreement. B. The Anglo-Irish Treaty. C. The Good Friday Agreement. D. The Easter Monday Agreement. Answer: C. The Good Friday Agreement. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, was a series of agreements that established the peace process in Northern Ireland. Question 41. In which year was the Bank of England established, and why? A. 1649, to fund the English Civil War. B. 1694, to act as the government's banker and debt manager. C. 1759, to stabilise the British currency. D. 1821, to oversee the gold standard. Answer: B. 1694, to act as the government's banker and debt manager. The Bank of England was established in 1694 primarily to act as the government's banker and to manage its debts. Question 42. What was the primary impact of the Enclosure Acts in England? A. The expansion of the British Empire. B. The acceleration of the Industrial Revolution by increasing the labour pool. C. The protection of common lands. D. The establishment of the National Health Service. Answer: B. The acceleration of the Industrial Revolution by increasing the labour pool. The Enclosure Acts privatised common lands, pushing many people off the land and into the cities, thereby increasing the labour pool for factories and accelerating the Industrial Revolution. Question 43. Who was the longest reigning British monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Elizabeth I. D. King Henry VIII. Answer: A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the longest reigning British monarch before Queen Elizabeth II, reigning from 1837 to 1901. Question 44. Name the scientist who formulated the law of gravitation and the three laws of motion. A. Albert Einstein. B. Isaac Newton. C. Charles Darwin. D. Michael Faraday. Answer: B. Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton formulated the law of universal gravitation and the three laws of motion. Question 45. What historical event is commemorated by Poppy Day observed in the UK? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The end of the English Civil War. C. The end of World War II. D. The end of World War I. Answer: D. The end of World War I. Poppy Day, or Remembrance Day, is observed to commemorate the end of World War I and to honour those who have died in military service. Question 46. In which year did the UK vote to leave the European Union, and what was the referendum's popular name? A. 2000. The Millennium Vote. B. 2016. Brexit. C. 1992. The Maastricht Referendum. D. 1985. The European Exit. Answer: B. 2016. Brexit. The UK voted to leave the European Union in a 2016 referendum, commonly referred to as Brexit. Question 47. Who was the first female Speaker of the House of Commons, and when was she elected? A. Margaret Thatcher, 1979. B. Betty Boothroyd, 1992. C. Harriet Harman, 2007. D. Theresa May, 1997. Answer: B. Betty Boothroyd, 1992. Betty Boothroyd was the first female Speaker of the House of Commons, elected in 1992. Question 48. What was the significance of the Battle of Somme in World War I? A. It was the first use of tank warfare. B. It marked the entry of the United States into the war. C. It was one of the bloodiest battles in human history with no clear victor. D. It resulted in the defeat of the Ottoman Empire. Answer: C. It was one of the bloodiest battles in human history with no clear victor. The Battle of the Somme is remembered for its heavy casualties and the limited territorial gain, symbolizing the horror and futility of trench warfare. Question 49. Name the treaty that marked the accession of James VI of Scotland to the throne of England, uniting the two crowns. A. The Treaty of Union. B. The Treaty of Edinburgh. C. The Union of the Crowns. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: C. The Union of the Crowns. The Union of the Crowns occurred in 1603 when James VI of Scotland also became James I of England, uniting the two crowns. Question 50. Which Prime Minister introduced the National Health Service and welfare state reforms post-World War II? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Tony Blair. Answer: B. Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee's government introduced the National Health Service and a range of welfare state reforms after World War II.